There's a live look from our A camera out in Ridgefield. Welcome back to Afternoon Live. So going wine tasting with a group of friends and to go to those tasting rooms, it can all be a bit intimidating. Well, no worries. Our next guest is here to give us a lesson in wine tasting etiquette. We welcome back Pat, the wine guy, Hellberg.
Hey, Trey.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Always great to be here.
Well, okay, I didn't realize that there was a wine tasting room etiquette. I thought you just go and you taste and you get drunk and you go on.
You're not true. You're trying to make your own experience as good as it can be.
Yes.
And you have to worry about everybody else in the room make their experience as good as it can be, too.
I'm supposed to think about other people.
So have you been to tasting rooms?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, all around. I even have some like not far from my house.
We are geographically blessed,
yes,
right?
Yes.
I mean, people watching this within 45-minute drive, maybe an hour, dozens of tasting rooms, if
Absolutely.
not more.
Yeah.
So I love tasting rooms.
And I love to do it with friends. I mean, we've had like bachelorette parties and stuff like that, or just random get-togethers.
Yep.
Why not?
And it's prime time right now. This is the busiest time of the year for tasting rooms, between now and Labor Day. Busy season. So we thought some etiquette tips might be appropriate, you know, what to do, what not to do, how not to be a knucklehead.
Oh, well, we don't want to do that. So let's get into these tips, because I know the first one is important.
It's important. And people say, oh, well, that's obvious. But you'd be surprised at how many people don't check to make sure the winery and the tasting room is open. So make sure they're open. They're not open 7 days a week. They're not open all hours of the day.
That is true. That is true. So that's good. The time frames. And is it good to find out also when the best time of day to go? Can you make an appointment?
You can if you have groups of more than 4.
Okay.
And I suggest that. You got 6 or 8, don't just show up and think they're going to accommodate you, because, again, busy time of the year.
Sure.
So make an appointment if you got large groups.
Okay.
Okay, next tip is don't wear fragrances. This one's very important. No cologne, no perfume, no aftershave if you're going wine tasting.
Why?
We've talked about this on the show before.
I don't remember, because you got me drunk before.
How do we taste wine? Somewhat with the mouth, but a lot with the nose. How you smell the wine. And if you try, your poor little nose is trying to cut through somebody's cloud of perfume or cologne, you're going to jeopardize your own experience and the people all around you. So no fragrances.
That's not good. No Chanel No. 5.
You can go one day
Pinot
without
Noir.
Exactly. You can go one day without that, right?
Okay. Good to know, though. Good to know that ahead of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next tip.
Now, what's the next one? Want us to have an open mind. What do you mean?
Well, if you're an experienced wine taster, or you've never gone before, if you're experienced, go in with an open mind, because there's always something new to learn about wine, right? And they'll teach you. They're the pros.
Right.
Let them instruct you, and you'll learn something new, taste some new wine. If you've never gone before, like you said in the intro, do not be intimidated. The people in the tasting room can walk you through the process. And wine is supposed to be fun.
Yes.
So go in with open wine, learn something, and have fun.
Open wine.
Open mind.
Open wine.
I haven't even tasted it yet.
I'm with you there, though, because I can be a wine snob, and I like what I like.
Yeah.
And so you go into these tastings, and you sort of already like, I don't want to try that. I don't.
Perfect.
And it's not a good idea. Okay.
Great segue into our next tip, which is honor the flight. You know what a flight is, right?
Yes, but you can explain it, but it's the groupings of wine that they come out with,
sequence flight. You pay for a flight, you're going to pay 20 or 30 bucks. That's the going rate these days. Right. So for 4 or 5 different wines. And they're in sequence, they're in order, and there's a reason that they are at that way. So don't be one of those knuckleheads who says, I just want to get to the trophy Pinot Noir. I don't want the Gewürztraminer. I don't want the Riesling. Honor the flight, go through the process. You don't have to drink it. You can pour it out. And you might be surprised. You might say, wow, I didn't even know they made such a great Chardonnay.
That's true.
You'll get to your trophy Pinot Noir soon enough.
Okay, got you.
Right?
And after $20, $30 for the flight, I don't think you need to pour out anything.
Well,
but okay.
That's true.
All right. Now, the next one is something about savoring. There we go. Savor the wine and the experience.
And this is really simple. It's not a race. Right? You're not going to win some kind of medal for knocking it back really fast.
Got you.
Put your nose in there, smell the wine. And again, if you're going to drink every wine in the flight, savor every one of them. Savor the experience. You'll drink wine at home, but you'll be distracted. You'll have the phone or the kids or whatever. You're 100% focused when you're in a tasting room on the wine and the experience. So sit back, enjoy it, and take it for what it is.
And so that means plan for ample time. You don't want to like run around to 5,000 different wineries, right?
Your segues today are so good.
Yes.
Yeah. The next tip, limit the number of tasting rooms you can visit. Now, sure, you can say, oh, we can do 6 today.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you could do 6, but you're not going to enjoy all of those 6 like you should. And you're not going to be able to savor the experience. So I recommend try starting at 3, and then you can always expand to 4.
Yeah, I think that's a good one too, because a lot of these wineries have ambiance that you want to experience.
Totally.
It's not just throwing back the
They got great
wine.
architecture. They have some have great views.
Yeah.
And so enjoy the property.
No, I think that's a great one.
Yeah.
But now let's talk about this next one.
All right. Well,
What do you mean we don't have to swallow the wine? I just told you I paid $20, $30 for a flight. I am going to savor the experience.
Yes.
And I'm going to let it sit around there.
but think about it. You're going to get from point A to point B, from winery A to winery B to winery C.
Right.
Somebody's going to have to drive sober.
True.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
So you can have a designated driver, but that's no fun for them because they don't get to sample any wine. So the other alternative, you don't swallow the wine. That means spitting.
Well, how do you do that
Okay, so here's
properly
what you do.
with,
You don't fill it.
grace?
Okay, we're going to little lesson on spitting.
Yes.
Swirl it around like you did.
Okay.
Smell it. Mm-hmm. You don't have to fill up your entire mouth. Bingo. How accurate are you? Bullseye, right? Good thing about it too, in most tasting rooms, the bucket's going to be a little larger.
Well, and can you get your own? I know you and I like you, Pat, but I don't know if I want to spit after everything.
You can take your own.
Okay.
Little note about that. There are no taste buds in the back of your mouth.
Oh.
No.
So that's just purely.
It's all up front.
Okay, I got you.
So you can taste it.
Great
Spit it
tips.
out, and you minimize the alcohol.
All right, great tips. Hey, we're going to have fun wine tasting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's the last tip. Have fun.
Yeah.
We're going to have a link to Pat's website for you on ours at KATU.com.